Good evening, and God bless you, and welcome for joining us here tonight. It is so nice to have you present. I am Cynthia with Blue Dream Love and Wellness, and tonight we are going to work on our heart walls about being unsupported in life. So many people feel unsupported within themselves, within their family, within their friends, whether it's financial, emotional, mental, spiritual. There are so many ways we can be unsupported, but we can also be unsupporting to ourselves because of our trauma or the things we have been through. And remember, not everybody believes in past lives, but there can also be past lives involved in this. There can be things within the womb, in your mother's womb. We can inherit these lovely emotions. We can share them with other people. We can absorb them. There's so many ways. And remember that when we're dealing with just not unsupported, but that beautiful heart wall, we have to remember what that heart wall is made of. Has everybody had some work done on their heart wall? If you don't want to talk, that's cool. Drop it in the chat. Let us know if you've had some work done on your heart wall.
Yep.
Beautiful. Chumizma, I know I'm not saying your name right.
Uh, yes, it's got a click. It's Kumisa, but it's
Chumisa.
fine. Chumisa, it's fine.
Beautiful. Ah, thank you. I will be calling on you. Thank you for volunteering yesterday. God bless you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank
Oh, it's
you.
my absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you have had a negative experience from a session. At times we can have negative experience. It depends on the practitioners, how much they work with you, how they show you how to work with your energies. If you're working with the affirmations, if you're working with the energy techniques, if you're doing any tapping, if they suggested for you to and put in the attention of that session for it to flow with ease and grace, and for you, people are not always real forthcoming in telling people that they may have vivid thoughts, vivid dreams, vivid emotions. There are so many things that can happen after a session. But remember, we can also have great body pain because that lactic acid coming out of those muscles cause pain. And that is caught in there from those toxins within the muscles, the organs, the glands, the interstitium, the fascia. It's there. So if you're not, after you have a session, if you're not eating lighter, smaller meals, having more steamed and raw vegetables, pushing fluids, and adding electrolytes, you might have a little bit of a harder time while processing. And you have to remember when you're processing, you need to take care of yourself, a little more self-care, a little more love, and a little more support that we show ourselves. At times, it's very difficult. So, before we start tonight, I want us to bring in a little thing called freedom. And this is just how your higher intelligence would talk to you. Um, and I like for you to always use your higher intelligence. We all have one. It all speaks to us, but at times we are stuck or we're so in the way or that third eye's not open all the way. We cannot see, hear, taste anything about that. And when we're in the quietest times of the day and there's no noise around us, we can hear and feel these little instances, but many ignore. But please don't lock into the energies that you have here. So if you would please rub your hands for me And I want you to shake off the stale energy. Remember, we have stale energy around us all the time. So I want you to put your beautiful hands that vibrate so gorgeously right up on your heart chakra. And I want you to think that when we are supported, we are free. When we are in tune with ourselves and love ourselves, we are in tune. We are free. So I want you to imagine this beautiful
Oh,
purple light, if you would please. Just a second. There we go. That beautiful purple light coming through your hands. And I want you to recognize that you always have a choice. Each and every person has that right, that view to step into that freedom of the world. At times it is difficult. I do understand that. I've been there. But I want you to work toward letting go of that inner limitation, that inner conflict. Do you know what I mean? Everybody kind of has an inner conflict. Does
mm-hmm.
everybody get that? Yes, is that a yes? Give me a thumbs up that you're with me. Yes. Okay, beautiful. So when you've got your hands on here and we want to be free, I want you, now you can repeat this to yourself, you can speak it however, but I want you to talk to your divine healing. So I want you to say divine healing intelligence
Divine
and
healing
take a
and
breath. Make sure you breathe. Re-energize my
what's
consciousness
up?
with your violet ray of freedom. If everybody could mute, please. I don't know if I can. There we go. Thank you. Allow me the experience, the freedom of choice, of confidence, of self-expression without judgment. Help me to become independent, making empowering decisions and confidence and pursue every one of my dreams. Allow me that freedom. We have to give ourselves freedom. Help me to live my life free of internal struggles, internal chaos, lack of confidence, and the conflict that I have within myself that puts self limitations. And I think we can all agree that we put self limitations upon ourselves, do we not? Does everybody agree with that? Okay, beautiful. So I want you to discover your passion. Everybody has a passion, yes? Does everybody knows what theirs is right off the tip of their tongue? Do you know what your passion is? Drop it in chat if you know what it is. Let me hear it. Blow it up. Give me a heart. Know what your passion is. Angelique, what's your passion? Come on, girl. You know what it is. Come on. Come on. Beautiful. My son. Beautiful. 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 So remember that we want this higher intelligence to guide you into the divinity of discovering how great you are. Because many people don't think they're very cool, don't think they're very great, do they? They really are down on themselves, aren't they? Are you one of those? Are you down on yourself? Definitely know your passion. Beautiful, Jeannie. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. There are so many passions that we can have in every field. My passion is helping you all because it gives me such a lift when I get on to do sessions with people and they're kind of pale, they're a little peaked, And by the time we're done, their cheeks are rosy, they're smiling, and they feel a little more peace. And that's what it's all about. So, how many of you would care to put yourself in a safe spot, a little bit vulnerable, to allow me to remove trapped emotions or emotional resonances from your heart wall? Are you? Can I call on each one of you? Would that be cool? Jeff, you want to play? Beautiful. Do you want to play, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go from this way to this way. Is that cool with everybody? Okay. So, Jeff, put your hands on your heart. I want you to just take a deep breath. I want you to roll your shoulders down and just, I'm going to connect to your energy. Is that cool? Because I need your permission. Thank you very much. So, when I connect to your energy, I say a prayer. And when I say this prayer, God just opens that field up, and it's very beautiful. Jeff, take another breath for me, please. Hold it for just a few seconds and blow it out between your teeth. Shh. Okay, I'm going to come in just a second. I'm just going to calm your energy down a little bit, Jeff. Your yin and yang is flying just a little bit. Are you okay? Okay. Okay. You want to unmute, please? And let's rock and roll. Beautiful. Okay, Jeff. You definitely do have a heart wall. You actually have several present, but it's not safe to remove them all. And I will never remove anything that's not safe. And I always ask each and every time, as you well know.
Mhm.
So the first thing that shows are your efforts were unreceived. But Jeff, this was in an inner child, age 6. I want you to take a deep breath for me, please, and just hold it and blow it out very slowly. Ooh, that's got a lot of energy. Okay, Jeff, this little child at this age, and I know your life have been a hardship, or my burdens are not meant. So that means that when you were suffering, those things that you needed weren't meant. So all of the efforts that you put forth were not received. Do you feel that energy?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, that's vibrating really hard in your heart. And there is a chord to this. And what a chord means is that it's literally almost got a chord to another word. And this is humiliation. So we are going to remove this. And Jeff, this humiliation is actually wrapped around your brain. Take a deep breath for me. Plant. Do you have both your feet flat on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff, if you could take your hand like this again, shake that energy, go from your root chakra, your pelvic floor, come up to this bottom lip 3 times and lock that key and throw it. And then imagine coming up from the back of your spine. I want you to come over the governing and right up on your top lip. I want you to lock that other key and throw it. Okay, how does that feel? Your energies were so far out there, you weren't being protected. So when you zip your energies up like that, people can't get into you to hurt you. The
Mhm.
energies are more calm and more together. So that comes back to your heart chakra. Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel fine. Just
Okay, would you take a drink of water for me, please? And a breath, please. Okay, Jeff, there's an energy in there. Is it okay if I take it out?
Mhm.
It's a despair anchor and it's back again at this little boy. And we've never done any visions to get you there, have we?
We did some stuff a long time ago. I'm trying to remember what we did.
Okay,
I mean,
did you
it was
feel
probably about 3, 4 years ago that we did it.
okay? Okay, we need to explore
I
this
know
a
you
little bit.
cleared a lot of stuff about 3, 4 years ago.
So, do you feel when you were a child, did you feel that you were not enough?
Hmm.
Okay. And does that also not just play in your heart and a despair, but does that hook anywhere else for you in your body? Does that create any imbalances? Does it make your throat go a
It,
little
it,
tight?
it could be that I'm not aware. I'm not aware if those energies are affecting things that affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it okay for me just to release it? Okay. Now, if you could take another breath for me, please. And it says it's safe to release another, and it's resentment. Now, we can have resentment in so many factors, the displeasure, the injury, the disregard that we have, then that was disregarded for us. But when we hold on to resentment, remember it hurts us. It just doesn't hurt them. Sometimes it doesn't bother them at all that we resent, that there's that pain, that there's that. So make sure that you forgive yourself because it's never your fault. It's not your fault, Jeff. You were just a wee one. But remember, they came from what they did, and maybe they knew better, and maybe they didn't, but you were still an injured child. And that child needs to know how grateful and how loved you truly are. And I hope you realize that you are loved. You do,
I
don't you?
it's hard to. I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate what you're saying, but there's times where I don't feel that way.
If you
You know,
don't, would you call me and we'll take care of it?
absolutely. I just just
God bless you. Thank you for volunteering.
no problem.
Thank you. That's all that's safe to remove. Now, sometimes it's not safe to remove but only two or three emotions from your heart wall at one time. Because remember, those layers surrounding that heart are there to protect you, are they not?
Hmm.
So at times, our subconscious, our unconscious, our super subconscious, you're not going there. You're not touching it. And sometimes people can have 3 or 4 sessions before even a heart wall emotion will even allow itself to come free. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, beautiful. It's always about safety. Kizma, would you mind unmuting? Thank you, Jeff. I'm going to break out of your energy. You want to unmute? Whoops.
Yes, Cynthia.
Is it okay if I go into your energy?
Yes, please.
Okay, if you could take a deep breath, put your hand on your heart chakra. Let your shoulders roll. You're beautiful. Your heart is so beautiful. But you do have an emotion in there, and it's fear. So remember, fear lays within our kidneys and bladder, right? So let's
Mm-hmm.
remove that energy. It's
Yes,
such a
please.
distressing emotion at times, and it can be lined up with so many things. And yours is actually corded. Take a breath for me, please. To helplessness. Do you feel that energy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's release that. Now, I want to put back into you the confidence, and I want you to remember what a success and a beauty you is, and how warm your soul and heart is. Okay, take another breath for me, please. Do you have a drink of water right there? If you would please take a drink for me. Okay, there's something else here. Is it all right if I remove an energy?
Yes, please.
Okay. going to your stomach. Now, do
Mm-hmm.
you ever work with the hormones that are present in your stomach?
No.
Okay, there are four hormones that are present within just our stomach, our microbiome. Our body has so many beautiful hormones present in it. But you have one of the ones that are not functioning fully, and only at 10% is one that's called a triphosphates. And these keep our body digesting. So let's see why that is. Agricultural
Okay.
toxin, a fungicide. So we
Mm-hmm.
want to remove that fungicide. And remember, fungicides can be on our fruits, on our vegetables. Lord have mercy, it's sprayed in the air. It's everywhere anymore. Take a deep breath for me, please. Something else in here. EMF toxicity. And here we are on here giving you more EMF toxicity. Okay, so it has impaired the EMF toxicity, has impaired your energy production. So, are you tired? Are your energy levels down?
No, no, I don't recognize that. No.
Okay, let's see what it says. It's actually a toxin and it's in your pernicious influence. We have pernicious influence in elements all over our bodies, right? Wind, water, earth, they all mean something and they're all beautiful. But this is going to be heat and it's internal heat. So this is going to take us to your meridian, your penetrating meridian. And this is such a beautiful meridian. Well, all meridians are beautiful, if everybody knows me about meridians. And it's talking about your heart and circulatory system. Okay, so it's going to your thoracic circulation and it's going to your right pulmonary artery, adrenaline, cortisol, and noradrenaline. Are you under a lot of stress? Absolutely.
Especially right now. Yeah.
Okay. Have I ever showed you the oh my gosh hold?
No.
Okay. Rub your hands. Now, remember, adrenaline, cortisol, and noradrenaline run continually in our body, right? And our body's supposed to keep it in check. When it's not in check, this frontal cortex, the blood, comes back to here into our primitive mind, and only a few of our systems can function, and none of them can function fully. You also can't form words, you can't concentrate. There's a fog going across your face, and you're going, holy, you know what? So make an okay sign, thumb and forefinger. And I know these seem really silly, really simple. And I said the same thing to Donna Eden, and she laughed at me so wholeheartedly. Keep doing them, man. Keep doing them. They will work. This right on those temples. This is your triple warmer. This is also an element. And then take these three fingers from both hands and put them across your forehead because this is where the main neurovascular is. And that will bring that blood supply right back up. You can hold it for 2 minutes and breathe. Make sure you're breathing. So many times people forget, oh, I forgot to breathe while I was holding that. Well, remember, it's just not a shallow breath from the top of your lungs. You want to take a belly breath. You want that belly button out, fill your chest, hold it, because you want to tickle that mitochondria, and then let all the air out until you don't have any breath left. Do it 3 strong times. That takes about 2 minutes. Now, you may not feel the energy going woo across your body, but your body's going, oh, I love it. I feel that stagnant energy flowing. How does that feel?
It feels okay.
Good. Okay, here's another little dibby dibby. Sorry, I got a lot of these. Again, shake hand, shake off energy. Put your hand, remember, against our jowl, up here across. A lot of energies flow right here, a lot of blood vessels, a lot of nerves. Da 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 da. Hold it here, 3 fingers in the notch of the hollow of your neck. Breathe and let that central nervous system just go. Whoo. Ooh, and calm down. Now you want to do this on both sides of your head. Remember, if you do it on one, do it on the other. We want to keep them even.
Oh,
When you work with meridians, it's such a beautiful thing because we can move more energy and the stagnant energy. Well, it's like putting a
oh,
rotor rooter through, and it's like, praise God, let's just let it go. So, how does that feel?
yes, it
Good.
feels good.
Okay, take another breath for me. Let me see if there's anything else I can safely remove. Okay, can you drink for me, please? And stay hydrated well. Thank you very kindly. I'm going to break. Julie, would you like to participate? Would you please unmute?
Here. Sorry.
Beautiful. That's all good. All good. Okay. Do I have permission to go within your energy?
Yes, you do.
Okay. If you could please put your hand on your heart chakra and take a deep breath for me, and I will connect. Say a little prayer. Beautiful. You do have some energy in there. And the first one that comes up is shock. God bless you. Thank you. This is at a young age. It's an inner child at age 6, and it says hopefulness or hopelessness. So I'm going to take that out of there, and we're going to put back in there hopefulness because we always want to be hopeful. And I want to remove that shock, and it's actually an emotional, physical shock. So I am going to just comb it right back in, and I'm starting here, and I'm coming back over your governing meridian, just like you're sitting in front of me. And I want you to take a breath for me, please. And let it out very slowly. Ooh, that feels a little tingly. You okay? Okay, there's some guilt in there, but this is not your guilt. You have absorbed guilt. Take another breath for me, please. From your mother. See if we can get some more on this. Do you have a drink right there? Would you mind taking a drink for me, please? Okay. It's from depression that she felt guilt. Does that sound about right?
It does.
Okay. So we want to remove this out of both of you, and we're just going to ask Jesus to just cut the cords and connection to any of that. Take another deep breath for me, please. And there's an energy associated with this. Is that all right if I clear that?
Yes, please.
It's going into your pancreas. Now, this may sound silly, but you're missing the sweetness in life. Let me tell you why. Did you suffer humiliation?
Mhm. Yes, I did.
Okay. Your inner child needs some work. So I'm going to remove this humiliation out of the sweetness in life. Now, I don't know what everybody's religious affiliates are. I believe enough to bless everybody. So I am just going to ask that Saint Raphael come and heal you and lift you up. And I am going to ask Saint Michael to actually shield you. Do you ground and shield?
No.
Okay. Does everybody ground? We can ground by going outside, but when there's a few feet of snow outside, you can't go outside and ground. So what
I
you do,
ground. I do not shield.
okay. When you shield, does everybody know how to ground to put their feet deep, deep within to Mother Earth and allowing her energy like wrapped around those tree roots all the way down to where that water flows? and allowing that to come up to that yin energy right underneath that heart, and allow that yang energy to come down from heavens and just cross in there, right? So when you shield, you want to imagine a shield, and I use St. Michael's. I shield in the front, back, left, right, top, bottom, all the cracks in between, because we're all cracked pots. Nobody's perfect. And you want that energy to be lifted up. And then I actually wrap myself in a bubble, a pink bubble for the heart chakra. And then at times, it depends on how heavy my day is and what's going on, is I put another one over the top of that in a bubble. And I don't let that energy come into me. And I keep myself, and then I zip how I showed Jeff to zip that energy. I do that every morning before I ever get out of bed. And it helps. You may not notice it right away, but it's amazing when you do notice it. And when you get up and start doing things and it's like, what is wrong with me? Well, I haven't grounded and shielded. I haven't zipped my energies and you're flying. Does that make sense? Okay. Do you feel okay? Okay. That's all that's safe right now. Liza, would you like me to see if do I have permission? Could you unmute? Beautiful.
A minute
Can you
late.
It's going
put
to
your
be a
hand?
little,
Can you put your
gonna be
hand
a
on the
little,
heart chakra, please? Take a deep breath. Hold it. And I'm going to say a little prayer. You do have some heart wall emotions. The first one is anger. And this is corded to bitterness. And we're going to release that. And there's actually body walls of this. So when we have body walls, we have heart walls, we have body walls, we have brain walls. We can have walls anywhere, any place. So I'm going to remove it 365/7 permanently. Oh, you're very welcome, Julie. My absolute.
Today, the three Bumblenums Gruff were on their way to have a picnic.
Liza, can you take a breath for me, please?
They knew the perfect place to set up their blanket.
Okay, another emotion that is showing is abandonment.
The
It
meadow
says there's something.
and had a
Do you
gorgeous.
have a drink of water there with you? Would you mind
yeah.
taking a drink? And it's not physical abandonment, Liza. It's emotional abandonment.
Started to cross the
And that is
bridge.
corded also. Do you mind taking another breath, please?
Bumble, bumble, bumble. Who is that?
The
Bumble
depression.
my bridge.
So we want to release this. You could take a deep breath and just let this come out.
It's the
And
big
you have an energy. Is it all right if I release an energy for you?
Yeti, and this is
Yeah.
my bridge.
Okay.
Nobody is allowed to cross it.
Now we have wills to do
You.
things and we have wills not to do things.
The little Bumblenum Gruff
And
too.
you have within you, and I don't know if you,
Yum,
are
yum.
you okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Allergies.
okay, you're the smallest.
Okay, will to be abused.
Another Bumblenum Gruff.
And I want to take
You.
this from you, but you have a body wall and a brain
Mm.
this.
Okay, then. I'll let you go and wait
And if you
till
could take
bigger
another breath.
Bumblenum Gruff.
There is also adrenaline, cortisol, and noradrenaline wrapped in here, Liza. And that's just because of all you've been through.
Moments later, a
So if
second
you could do this, oh my gosh, hold, and this hold here. But let me give you another one.
pulling over.
We all have these gates on the back of our hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and down from this second finger,
In the
second
Yeti, and this is my.
bone, you could feel
Nobody-
that both the arteries, the veins that are coming off here, there's a
You-
little notch right here, right? Does
Mhm.
everybody feel that on their hand?
Fill
Put that
my-
on your heart chakra. Use
Nicely.
your three fingers, your three middle fingers.
Damn it.
Tap it 10 times. Take a breath.
There's
I want to
enough.
do 3 sets of each
Bigger
on
than
both
you.
sides. Now, if you yawn while you're doing this, that means the energy passed
Okay.
through, and that's good.
Okay. I'll let
And
you
then just do it
go
on the other
with
side.
the biggest Bumblenum Gruff.
And take a deep breath. Now, how does that feel, Eliza? Does that calm the energy down at all?
Yes.
Okay. You can do that. You can teach that to Peyton too, to calm himself,
Who is
and
that
even to Mom,
for my
and
brain?
allow yourself the grace to just surrender to the love that's there for
You
you.
are the
Okay.
big bumblenum gruff.
Thank you.
Where'd you
God
go?
bless you. I'm going to disconnect from you.
Okay.
Jeannie, you said you'd like to do this over chat? Beautiful. Do I have permission to go into your energy, please? Okay, beautiful. Just put your hand on your heart chakra. Take a breath. Beautiful. And the first emotion that shows in your heart wall is overwhelm. So take that overwhelm. Ooh, wait a minute. Take another breath for me. Says by an emotional force. This emotional force, is it okay if I remove an energy? If that's cool. Thank you. It's a pharmaceutical med. Anytime, so it's showing me antibiotics. It's not going to give me a timeline right now. Anytimes we are on this, on antibiotics, they can make us feel overwhelmed. You definitely feel overwhelmed. Now, also remember, take another breath for me. It's leading me right away really quick. Have you ever heard of Candida albicans? You don't take any. Have you ever been on any antibiotics or anything like that? Okay. Candida albicans is an overgrowth of Candida. Okay, you haven't taken an RX in 30 years. I don't know why it'd still be vibrating in you at this point in time. That's really weird. Have you ever done any remedies for Candida? Okay. If you want to reach out to me after we're done, I will send you a worksheet for Candida that works pretty well. Put you on supplements. Okay. And let's see if we can attack it another way. It's in stage 2, so that means it's moderate. So that means you would only have one fruit and one potato a day. The fruit needs to be at least 2 hours away from the vegetable because when fruit digests quicker, it makes a still within our stomach. So you don't ever want to have fruit and vegetables together. Okay, and it's not going to let me safely do anything else, Jeannie. I'm just going to break right from you. Thank you very kindly. Let me see where we're at on time. 20 till. Okay. Karen, would you like to volunteer to have it done? To see if there's any emotions? I don't think I can unmute you. There we go. Whoops, and then I just popped you. Come on. Okay, are you cool with it? Would you like, do I have your permission? I should say, are you cool with it? Permission for me to go into your energy?
Yes.
Okay. If you would please put your hand on your heart chakra. Beautiful. And I'm just going to say a little prayer. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, overwhelm. Let's see what your overwhelm is. Feeling excessively burdened. But this is corded to worthless. So we want to take away this cord. We want to take away this worthless. We want to take the overwhelm. And if you would take a breath for me, please. Oh, there's a hidden one. And this was an inherited by your father of overwhelm as well. Let me see how many generations. Do you mind if I go back?
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, this is 249 years. And there's actually something with this. Sorry, I'm old school, guys. I got to use hard stuff. I don't do stuff on the computer like everybody does. I am not worthy of success is something they have stated because of this overwhelm. So we're going to break this. And we're just going to ask Jesus to just cut all cords from past, parallel, future, and present lives. And I want you to put into you now. I know everybody does tapping differently, does energy differently. I like to use tapping around the right ear when we are putting positive affirmations in for the simple fact there are so many meridian lines around your beautiful ear. So if you would just place in here, my abundance is blessing me daily from the universe, and I am set for my dreams to come true. And take a breath. And how does that feel?
I don't know that I feel any different.
Any different? Sometimes people get tinglies when they do this. And there is an energy in there. Is that cool if I remove that?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to your nervous system, to your central nervous system, into your pituitary gland. And we know the pituitary has so many beautiful hormones within it. And it's going to your eyes, to vision. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the anatomy here. Let's don't do the energy on it. Let's see what's really there. Your optic nerve. Okay, so let's go back. The optic nerve has EMF toxicity within it that is imbalancing your circadian rhythm. So it's stage 3. There's 5 stages in your sleep. It's stage 3, which tells me, do you wake up between 1 and 4 in the morning? 1 and 3?
Yes. Always.
Okay. Liver and lung. So if you would get a hold of me, send me a text, and I'll shoot you back 2 different things to sedate, but remember to remind me.
Okay.
And these will help us. Remember, our circadian wheel goes 24 hours, yin, yang. Those 2 are prominent at that time, and the gateways between there are not open and flowing. So we have to make sure with our lines, with our meridians, like that, everything is open and flowing, because that stagnant energy gets stuck, and then poop, you're awake at the same time every night. And it's like, ah. So remember the flux that's in there. So this is a broadcast message, and it says reject me. Now, this is in the belief code, but we don't have enough time for that. So I just want to take that away. And you actually have a body wall of that. I'm just going to release that. Take a breath for me, please. Okay, beautiful. Now I want to put back in here, I am accepted and loved unconditionally by the divine, because you are not rejected, even though we may feel like this at times. And how does that feel? Does that feel okay? Okay. And it's not going to let me remove anything safely, but there is a belief code within that sentence within itself. Okay, take a breath and make sure we're okay. Make sure you hydrate really well, if you would, please. Now, one of the things with our hearts, You have to remember the heart chakra, the heart meridians, and the pericardium meridian, right? We get so much grief locked into our heart and into our lungs. It's very difficult. And when you're talking about the heart chakra, yeah, in the heart meridian, the heart itself, remember what all it's tied to. There's so many beautiful things like our heart, our thymus gland, our circulation, our blood, our immune system, the endocrine system, and anything within there can be misaligned, which can then misalign also our heart, right? And we may not feel the energy we need to feel. So I know you've all seen me do this of the meridian to where you, again, anytime you work with meridians, make sure your hands are not stale. Shake it, and you come to your armpit and you come underneath because the heart meridian, and remember the heart and pericardium, you never flush, you always go forward. Come to your armpit, come all the way down the inside off of this pinky finger. Take that pinker, and I do mean scrub that puppy off. Do it 3 times. Now, when I do this, I actually hook back in and I don't let go. Pericardium, circulation, sex, middle finger comes up underneath and comes right down. And you want to do that on the right side and on the left side. And you want to do it 3 times each. And when you're dealing with the heart, there's so many beautiful things you can ask. There's foods we can eat for our heart, broccoli, kale, leafy greens. There's herbs, there's oils, there's crystals, there's astrology. But remember, when you're dealing with the heart, you want to tell it and be nice to it and tell it that you can love unconditionally. And again, you want to rub and shake. I know you've all seen me do the 9 hearts around your face. Go really slow. I love me. I am worthy. I am enough. I am blessed. I'm kind. We can do this all the way around. Listen to what your body states. It will talk to you so beautifully. But at times we get so busy in life and so much is going on around us that we don't have time to tune into ourselves. Is that not true? Do you find that to be true? Okay. So do we ever just go, okay, enough's enough. It's time for me, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you say it's enough and you go take it? Do you ever allow yourself to do that?
Now,
We don't, do we? But we really need to. We need to bless ourselves. So I wanted to do a little tapping. Has everybody done emotional freedom technique? Okay. I did a little dibby. Me and my dibbies. Because remember, when we remove the energies, when we work with affirmations, when we journal affirmations, when we journal our emotions, when we let this stuff out, and if it's a bad, heavy one that we wrote out, we rip that page up, we light that in fire, of course, over the fire pit, but light that puppy up and let the smoke go. Let that energy flow. Do y'all agree with me? Okay. So many times the energy just doesn't flow where we would like it to go. So I'm going to do Dr. David's way. So this is a little different from what some of the other um, emotional freedom technique people do. So Dr. David likes to start here instead of tapping the side of your hands. He likes to start here because this is your lymphatic area, is it not? Even though we do have meridians right here. Let's start here. If you would please rub that puppy. And repeat after me. You can repeat it to yourself or you can repeat it out loud. Even though I feel unsupported, hands across the chest, across the heart, I completely love myself. Back to this point, even though I feel unsupported and alone, back across this heart, I love and accept myself. Back to this point, even though the world seems so chaotic and I don't feel there's support anywhere, back to your heart. The divine and Mother Earth support me daily when I allow it. Okay, now I want you to go up here. We're going to run through it twice. We're going to do just a couple little skips. So first we're going to do the negative ones right up here on your eyebrow point. I feel unsupported. And if you want to feel it, feel it. Please let it out. Side of your eyes. No one has my back. Under your eyes. I'm carrying so much alone. Breathe in. Don't forget to breathe. Under your nose. It is so overwhelming. Chin point. Under your lip. I don't feel safe asking for help. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Beautiful. Collarbone. I don't feel like I am heard. Under your arms, where your spleen is. Why can't someone just be there for me? Top of the head. I feel so unsupported. Take a breath for me. Back to your eyebrows. Maybe I'm open to feeling supported. Just feel how that would be being supported. Breathe it in. Beautiful. Side of your eyes. Maybe I can begin to trust that support is really possible for me. Feel that support. Breathe it in. Underneath your eyes. I am learning to support myself. Beautiful. Feel that energy. Underneath your nose. I deserve to be supported. Beautiful. Chin. I'm not alone, even when it feels like I am. Collarbone. I am truly blessed. Okay, underneath. I am open to receiving help and love. Now I want to go to Dr. David's spot. That's the gallbladder meridian point. It's halfway between the knee and the hip, out on the side. I choose to lift this support up to myself. Beautiful. Now come up here and do a karate chop. I choose to feel supported by the universe and by life. Now, I want you to put your hand on your heart chakra. We're going to do it Dr. David's way. I just want you to tap back here on the back of your hand. Take a breath. I want you to open your eyes and I want you to look down to the right. I want you to look down to the left. I want you to roll your eyes to the right. Roll your eyes to the left. And then you're going to hum. And it's row, row, row your boat. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do the hum again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to, and I know this sounds funny, I want you to paint the floor with the unsupport that you've had. Just send it down to Mother Earth. Let her absorb it. Literally just scan the floor. Shoot it down there. Let it go. Breathe that in. Don't stop tapping. Beautiful. Take a breath. And I want you to look up to heaven. You can roll your eyes. And I want you to feel her support coming down for you because she is right here for you. And then I want you to go to the top on your crown. I am worthy of support in every area of my life. I am enough. I am worthy. I am a beautiful soul. Now I want you to take a deep breath. Come back home to your heart chakra. And I'm just going to shoot some more purple light in there. And if it's okay with everybody, our energies are a little off. I'm going to shoot some Reiki. Okay, I'm going to go in and send energy to all of your chakra systems, starting with the root. We're going to go from the root all the way up to the crown, and we are going to straighten it. Spin it all to the right. We're going to open up your meridians for flow. We're going to balance that beautiful governing and central meridians. I'm just going to wrap my head around your brain for just a moment and just calm that central nervous system. Everybody, if you would please take a breath in very deeply, a belly breath. And I want you to hold it because when we hold it, it tickles the mitochondria. We want to wake her up. And I want you to blow out very, very slowly. Somebody's root chakra is a little misaligned. I'm going to come in here. Take this ball of energy and I'm just going to allow it to go to y'all. I'm also going to put some lavender and Palo Santo and let it just blow to you. Does everybody feel okay? Y'all all right? Okay. How's everybody feeling? Are we okay? I wish I could have got to all of you and done all of your beautiful heart walls. You've all probably got some emotions laying within there. And is everybody feeling okay? I just
Yeah,
want to make sure. I know I keep asking that. I don't want to leave you if you're not.
there was a
Um,
there was a question in the chat about chakra balancing.
yes, I do chakra balancing. And am I offering chakra balancing classes? Well, how strange you'd ask that, Leo, because actually I am almost done with a 7-week chakra class. It's gonna be a hard class, but it will be a beautiful class to open you up to learn more about your chakras because there is much involved within the chakra system. And remember, each system is tied together. So we want to work on all of it. So I want to tell you thank you and God bless you. Does everybody mind bowing their head and just having a little prayer? That way we can seal everybody. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Heavenly Lord, we just want to come in here and thank you and bless you for all of us being here together and allowing our hearts to be open and free and to allow the freedom of choice and abundance and confidence to bless each and every soul present and those that will attend and watch afterwards. We lift you up in love, in life, in support, because you are free and you are safe here to talk and to be blessed by each and every soul. And may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, and God
Thank
bless
you.
you.